Sydney Opera House is not a landmark I had planned on reconstructing, but one day in late 2024, my good friend and colleague Warren Elsmore reached out, asking if I'd be up for some subcontracting work involving the Opera House. The brief was to recreate a city skyline of Sydney, focused on the Opera House, but with a bit of the surrounding harbour in forced perspective. The client was the American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum in Dallas, where you can see the skyline today, alongside several others, as if they're being viewed from the window of a plane. Since I was going to all that effort to design an original piece, I decided the Opera House would be at my usual 1:650 scale, allowing me to eventually recreate a more definitive version later on. Like all my original reconstructions, I went to great lengths to include the immediate surroundings as well as the landmark itself. Sydney Opera House is situated on Bennelong Point in Sydney Harbour, and as a result features silt accretions along the eastern edge of the peninsula. This ephemeral aspect of the design is actually included here in the reconstruction, where I used tan and dark tan plates beneath 1 and 2 layers of transparent blue plates. This technique added a gradient along the eastern edge before the plates transitioned to transparent bricks, under which dark blue elements represent the deeper waters. The bricks used throughout most of the harbor waters are 2x2 bricks, which more closely match the underside tube structure of the pair of vintage 12x12 rounded bricks used along the north boundary of the piece. These bricks were featured in a single set from 2002, and if I'm being honest, they're far from the perfect solution in this particular case, mostly due to the slight mismatch in shades of transparent light blue elements. But the far more important factor for me here was ensuring that the water remained as simple and as brick-built as possible to effectively contrast with the studless slopes and wedges used primarily in the design of the Opera House above. The 12x12 bricks also serve as a callback to my 2021 piece depicting the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, where I used another pair for glimpses of the Mediterranean Sea on each corner. I hope you enjoyed these insights into the Sydney Opera House. A quick thank you to Brickwith for providing the bricks to build this piece. And if you'd like to support my work directly, please consider becoming a member over on Patreon. Thanks for following along, and until next time, I'm Rocco Butlier, and this is my Brick Odyssey.